All right, guys, it is the day before a goat opener. We made it all the way up into the alpine, and I always say I'm going to do this video, but then I never do it when I get up here because I'm too tired and I'm too lazy after hiking all the way up, but I'm going to force myself to do it this time. We blew our pack weights out of the water from last year. If I remember correctly, Vance was 78 and I was 83 pounds last year. That's everything. Now, I think we did have 3 liters of water last year. That's gun, ammo, we had 10 days of food, everything. So this year, I'm about 53.6, and I think Vance was 52.4. Now, that doesn't include the binos on my chest, but includes everything else. It includes this mountain stick from MTN Gear. It includes a liter of water, fully loaded rifle. I'm carrying 16 rounds in total. I have 4 days of food. We'll get into our strategy in a later video about why we only brought 4 days of food this year instead of 10 days. But basically everything I need is in my pack right now, and I got it down to 52.6 pounds or 53.6 pounds, whatever it was, 53, 54 pounds. So I'm going to take it off and I'm going to go through the whole thing. Now, me and Vance did split some stuff up. I'm carrying the stove, he's carrying the shelter. There's a couple items like that. I will indicate what's missing as I unpack. Item number 1 is the mountain stick from MTN Gear. I will do a complete and total dump here. In this pouch, I have a Peaks headlamp along with an Olin adapter for my SIG image stabilizing binos. I've got a bullet wallet with 6 rounds. I'm shooting a 6.5 PRC, so the bullets aren't too bad for size and weight. And then in this pocket, I carry a GoPro, which Vance is filming with right now. And I also carry the Insta360 with the extendable stick, which unfortunately I dropped the stick for already, but that's all right. I'll go walk back and pick it up. Oh, note to self, I was afraid I was going to drop the stick, so I actually put the stick in my back pocket here, so I do indeed still have that stick. I'm going to unload this side first, just so we can get the rifle out of here. So Crocs on the back. Everyone who watched my shoot to hunt video knows that I love this extra little strap here for the Crocs. You'll notice I keep the Molinator hard strapped to the back here with the shot cord, so that in a moment's notice I can just drop this pack and I have the perfect rest for my rifle here. In whatever side I carry my rifle on, I'll put something soft against the rifle to act as a scope cover. So I've got the jellyfish here. I also have a Maven S3 67mm spotter. I've got my coffee mug. I'll open this so I can get the rifle out of here. This is a Tikka 6.5 PRC with unknown munitions, Salmon River Solutions brake, Maven RS 1.2 scope, and rock stock. And it weighs 7.9 pounds, fully loaded and scoped. So that's everything from in here. I carry 1 liter water in here, nothing in the side pocket here. This pouch over here, I have a pair of Black Diamond saber-tooth crampons that got away 2 pounds that I did not bring last year. And I've got the Asiac Backcountry Light with the Wiser Nighthawk panhead, Joby Gorillapod for the DJI Osmo, and a pair of sunglasses. In the little pocket on top of my lid, which I'm not going to open up, I have my truck key, my quad key, and a bottle of bug dope. I've got lunch, shit tickets, pair of gloves, and that's it. Now, if we open up the main, well, we'll open up the bottom first. This is my sleeping compartment here. In my sleeping compartment, I have a spare. This is a prototype tarp from Ape Equipment. It's 8x10 tarp. I forget the exact material. It's not Dyneema, and it's not Sil Poly. It's like a halfway in between. So excited to test that out this year. First aid kit, 50° Fahrenheit quilt from Enlightened Equipment, the Enigma. This weighs 12 ounces. Zoom sleeping pad, the Big Agnes Zoom. This is my kill kit. obviously I already mentioned, I carry the mulinator. I carry kind of a 3/4 length thing that I can use as a seat. I can use it to shoot off of. I can slide it under my sleeping pad so I get a better R value out of that. And then up top, I've got the new MSR wind burner stove. Been running that for the last month and I'm really liking this stove. I'll do a whole separate video on that. This is my Possibles pouch. Dyneema ground tarp for sleeping on because we brought a floorless shelter. Yeah, what you don't see here is an Argali Absorka 4P TP. Vance has the shelter and the poles. We did not bring the inserts. There's basically no bugs up here except for horseflies the size of your thumb. So we didn't bother. This is all my electronics. It's got my inReach, my batteries, all that kind of stuff. And then this is my extra clothes. In there I have a Sitka Ambient, a Stone Glacier Grumman Puffy, Dew Point jacket, and I have the Argali pillow that I love. And then here is 3 days worth of food. 4th day is right there. That allows us to stay up here for 5 days because you don't eat your breakfast on the way in. So you've got your breakfast for the 5th day, which will basically carry you all day until you get back to the truck if it had to. And there you go. That's it. That's empty. Fully loaded goat pack down to 53 pounds. And the whole idea with bringing less food is that if there's no goats here, we'll go back to the truck and move somewhere else. And if there is goats here, we can be down to the truck in probably 3 hours from here, Vance.
Yeah,
say
sounds about
3
right.
hours.
Yeah.
So if we have to, we will take a half day and burn to the truck, get more food, like if the hunting's that great, and come back in. Also, highly likely we'll be able to take a goat in the first 5 days. We've already glassed a bunch of goats over there. Like I said, today is the day before the opener. So tomorrow we can actually start to pull triggers. So also very possible we take a goat within that first 5 days worth of food. We hike that down to the truck, stick it on ice, grab more food, hike back in.
I've just found that unless you're walking 10, 15 miles back to the truck and it's simply not realistic to go back out, and you have concrete intel that you're going to be on animals, when you get in there, you're way better off to take a little bit less food and stay lighter. And even if we brought 4 more days worth of food, it would only be an extra 7 pounds and we'd still be sub 60 pounds.
And I got to say, the hike in, we did, call it 2,000 feet and 2 miles, give or take. It was a dream. Like it took me a little while to kind of get my legs under me, but compared to last year, I was shocked at how much better my pack felt. Yeah, it was just awesome. We've both lost 20 pounds since last year. I was about 243 last year. I'm down to 220. Vance was around 176, 177, and he's down to 155. So if we've dropped 20 pounds body weight and 25 pounds pack weight, we're both carrying 45 pounds less up the hill and arguably just as strong with better cardio than we had last year. So if you got any questions about why I didn't bring some things or why I did what I bring, or if you got your own pack list that you want to share, drop a note in the comments section below. But there you go. Lightest goat pack yet.